Hi, welcome to your course. Going to give you a quick walkthrough of everything which is within your learning resources, just to make things as easy as possible for you while you're completing the course. So this is your login screen that you'll come back to each time you want to access your learning resources. So your videos, your training manuals, all of the resources that you've been provided for your course are all here. So you can either sign in here, or where it says here, click to get started. One common mistake that a few people make is they go to the wrong website to try and log in. So this is the website where you made your purchase, herextensioncourses.com. This isn't where your videos, training manuals, etc. are hosted. That's here. Okay, so if you go to this website, try to log in, it won't recognize you because you don't have an account on here, because you don't need one. It was just literally where you made your purchase. This is where we set you up and enroll you for your learning resources. So log yourself in. We've got a dummy account set up just to kind of walk you through, to show you how it would look yourself when you're logged in, etc. So this is the screen that you're met with as soon as you log in. So this is the courses you will see here, the courses that you've been enrolled to, depending on how many methods you've purchased. And you will also see here you actually have the ability to purchase further methods and other things as well directly on here without going back to the main website where you made your purchase. And we will often run exclusive offers for existing students just on here, not on the main website that you will get emails about to get big discounts off of additional methods and some other things. So in terms of navigating your way around, if you need help with technical things, tech support comes through to me. Where it says ask instructors, goes through to Helen. There are quicker ways to get hold of us, which I'll come back to in a moment, but that is an option, but this is a pretty slow option, if you like, for us to come back to you. I'll explain why shortly. There's also a community here on this direct link. That is a little bit like a closed Facebook group where everybody who is completing a course has access to this. You can compare images, get help from each other, etc., etc. Now obviously we're here primarily as your source of help to get through your course, but it's quite nice for you to be able to interact with other students who are doing, even if they're not doing the same methods as you, but are going through the same process as you. Helpful stuff here. There's some direct links to some things such as contact your tutor, direct link to set up your liability insurance, direct link to set up your trade account, etc. I can come back to these things, trade account and insurance, in a little while. And your inbox, either here or directly up here. Once you've submitted your assessment and it's been marked, this is where you will get a message from Helen to say whether you've passed or not. Now there is something which we can't get around with this platform that we use, LearnWorlds. It seems a little bit brutal sometimes when you might have one image which is missing or one tiny little thing which needs improvement and you get a big fail, which can be a little bit demoralizing. So please don't feel that. We have no kind of option to say, oh, you almost passed. It's either a pass or a fail. So don't sort of take that too personally if that happens. If it's typically when you don't pass first time, it's just one or two images or one or two things which need tweaking slightly, and Helen helps you and guides you on what to do. Right, your course itself. Anything within your student area which says continue, that is what you have paid for, either when you made your purchase on the main website or you may have added things on here since, and you can access that directly. Anything which says enroll means that that's not something that you have purchased. You can purchase it directly and securely through here, but anything which says enroll basically means that's not part of your resources currently. But there are some free resources that you can access regardless of what course it is that you're doing. So they're available for you. Where it says enroll, there's no cost to that. You just click on and you get instant access. So we're going to use tape here as an example. The actual process and the way things are laid out is identical regardless of which course that you're doing. So we're going to use tape, but it's the same whatever method or methods that you're doing. So you click continue. Continue learning, and this opens up your course dashboard. Now I've gone through everything in here already to sort of unlock everything if you like, but everything is set out, as you can see, numbered, and it's in a specific order for a reason that we feel gives you the best way to navigate through the course. You can't skip to section 6 until you've done everything that comes before it, for example. So when you click on something, it opens up that resource. So this here is your generic manual. This is the same regardless of what course you're doing. And then your resource opens up here on the right hand side. If you want to get rid of the menu tab on the left, you would just click here and it will close that down. So you've got colour matching and section video, how to fit, etc. So the videos are important, but then there's no way you can do the course successfully just by relying on the videos. Your training manuals are equally, if not more important than your videos. Your fitting video, for example, shows you how to safely and effectively fit the extensions. It doesn't show you a full head for a number of reasons. One, it would be 2 to 3 hours long, and 2, that would suggest that there is one way to fit a full head of extensions in that given method, and that really isn't the case at all. It's not a kind of paint by numbers, copy this is how you do it for a full head fitting. Every single client is different. You will probably never do exactly the same fitting 2 fittings in a row. It's different for a number of reasons which you will learn during the course. So the video is intended to show you safe, correct and effective fitting of the extensions in that given method, and then hand in hand with that, your specific training manual gives you detailed images and supporting material. It talks about fitting patterns. Now the fitting pattern that you need to use for your assessment on your training head is for fine to medium hair, and the reason for that is explained on a big white sticker which is on the clear plastic bag that your training head is in, and it explains why, even though the hair on the training head is quite thick, you need to use a fine to medium fitting pattern. Now fitting patterns are discussed in detail in your manual. You've also got images of the sides as well. So everything in here is really, really detailed. So you can see here it talks about fitting patterns and exactly how to fit and how to position them for different fitting patterns. So this one, medium to fine, fine to medium, whichever way you want to look at it, that's what you're using for your assessment fitting on your training block. Cutting and blending video, how to finish your fitting for your client. Free download aftercare form, free download consultation form, unbranded, so you use them however you wish. What pictures you need to send us. This is important, obviously this is the exact images you need to take as you work step by step through your fitting. Any images that are missing when you submit, this is when you'll get that fail notification, and you'll then have to get the images that are missing, etc., and submit those. When you submit your assessment, you get a a pop-up on the screen which says, thank you, assessments are typically assessed within 10 working days. You do have the option to fast track it, so you can pay to jump the queue and have it guaranteed to be assessed within 2 working days if you want that option. So that option is available here where it says fast track. You'll also find it sort of back on the main sort of login screen after you've logged in. You can see it there as well. And you've got the option to fast track anything from 1 to all 6 of the methods that you've purchased. Obviously depending on how many methods that you're doing with us. So it's just a direct link. You'll get taken to a payment link. We get notification. You get put into a special folder that jumps the queue of everybody else, and you get your results within 2 days. Once you have your results, you can then immediately download your certificate here for insurance purposes, or you can request, and all the details are in the feedback that Helen gives you, you can request a hard copy is sent out in the post. This is important for you, how to submit your assessment. It is a very straightforward process, but I've done a walkthrough video very much like this one that shows you step by step exactly what you need to do to correctly submit your assessment images to us. As we go down further, once your certificate is in place, you can then set up your trade account with Simply Hair, which is our hair partner. And at the very bottom here as well, you've got your insurance, so where to go to get your liability insurance set up. If you're an international student, you just need to contact us, and that's through the IICT, and we can help you with that depending on which country it is that you're located within. One important thing to mention when you do a fast track, when you submit your assessment, there is a place where you can type in, or you're asked to type in your name, your order number from when you purchased, etc. In there as well, you need to put that it's fast track, and also ideally you need to contact us and say, I've just submitted, I have purchased a fast track. Otherwise you end up sat at the back of the queue, and we can't necessarily marry the two up from your purchase to the assessment that you've just sent through to us. So send it through, put on there that is a fast track one, and then drop us a message, which takes me to the last bit, the fastest way to contact us. On the main website, okay, so this is not where all of your learning resources are. This is the main website, hairextensioncourses.com, where you purchased your course from in the first place. There's a direct WhatsApp button here, bottom right hand corner, where it says click here to chat. When you click on that, you can see you've got an option of Helen if it's anything you need help with regards to your course. And then if you need any kind of technical help, if you're struggling with anything on LearnWorlds to do with your resources, etc., you're not sure how to do something on there, then I am the best person. Direct WhatsApp. We're typically available 9 AM to 7 PM. Sometimes you might get a response outside of that time, but please don't expect it to be guaranteed kind of out of hours. It's just the two of us. We've got getting on for over 1,500 students at any one time, so it does get busy with messages. Also as well, if you send messages during the day and you don't get an instant response from Helen, it's not that you're being ignored, even if you get the blue ticks to see it's been read. It's just that she will probably be actually packing orders, etc., for dispatching that day, because we're quite a small team. So she will generally finish that, and from sort of 3 o'clock onwards, she will then get back to her list of messages that have come through during the day. Weekends, we try our best, again, to try to answer messages at weekends, but it's not guaranteed. So please do be patient with us. If you send a message at a weekend and you don't get a response, we will always get back to you as soon as we open again on the Monday. So I hope that you found this helpful. As we say, just to reiterate, main website, hairextensioncourses.com. This direct WhatsApp button here is the quickest way to get hold of us if you need help with anything at all.